what school did she go to?
It's not here because I'm from the islands, you know, the Bahamas.
Nice. Okay. Super. Okay, well, that actually is a great point that you mentioned, because that's one of the things we're going to talk about. I'm going to talk about in-state, out-of-state, staying close to home, doing some of the taking advantage of some of the community colleges. So I'm really glad that you already have some experience in that, because maybe you can help us give some insight. Okay, so we're gonna have a chat, so you all will get a chance to talk, but you also are gonna put some things in chat box. Okay, so my first question for you guys is, if you were in the position to go to college right now, let's say like in the next few months, what will be the very first thing that you would do on your college search? And the person who gives us the best answer is the winner. So go ahead and type your list of things in the chat box right now. If Dr. Stevenson Frazier, you can give us, let's say, a minute and a half on the clock. You all type a list of the things that you would do, or what will be on your list of things you would do if you were planning on going to college in the next few months. How would you pick that college? What would be those things that you would look into?
Okay. I'm starting the timer now.
All right, go. And those who have the most on the list and those who have like some of the best answers are going to be our winners, okay?
Dr. Storr.
Yes.
Would you like me to, do you want me, whatever points they collect for this, did you want me to add that to the points from?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
And Mr. M is Ethan, right?
Mr. Ethan?
Well, we had, Mr. M.
Yes, that's Mr. M, I think.
Okay.
Programming Ethan? Is that you, Mr. M? I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Okay.
You guys are coming up with some good ones. Keep going.
30 seconds, guys.
This could be anything. If you had to wake up today and you had to start thinking about, how am I going to pick a college? Or what's the first thing I would do? What would be on that list? These don't have to be perfect.
Time is up.
Time is up. Okay, who needs more time? Raise your hand if you need more time. Okay, let me raise your hand if you want more time, if you want to add some stuff. Okay, all right. Okay, so the first thing, let's look and see what we have in here. Dr. Law said looking for a great school, looking for, we got somebody else coming on, sorry. Looking for a hobby in the school and etc., and reviews and etc. Can you explain what you mean by looking for a hobby, Dr. Law?
You know, in middle school, it has hobbies like cooking, cheerleading. Maybe I have that in high school, so I might want to attend one.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. Okay, and then Mr. M said sports classes, scholarships, ratings, dorms, online classes. Mr. M, what do you mean by online classes?
Like, just in case if there's different classes from like online or in school or on campus.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And then CEO Tyler said looking at the reviews of the colleges. Okay, awesome. That's a great thing, because a lot of times people don't look at the reviews. They go off of like, just what the pictures look like and what they sell you, but they don't look at the reviews. So you guys are way ahead of the game. I'm super proud of you guys. All right, so where you are right now in sixth grade, and was it 6th and 7th? We got 7th grade, CEO Tyler?
No.
I
6th?
think CEO Tyler was 8th grade, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. 8th grade. My bad. All right. So what we have here is now let's think about what you guys can do right now. So if you're looking at some colleges, first thing first, either you can think about what you want to go to school for, or you can think about where you want to go to school. That's where I would start. Because some of you all have said, you know, maybe you have family in a different state. Maybe you want to go to a school where you are near family, or maybe you want to stay close to home. So then that narrows down some of your schools. Or some of you all who have said you already know what you want to do with your careers, then you want to find a school that specializes in those things, right? Like Dr. Law wants to be a possible veterinarian. And it may change next year, you never know, but you would start looking at schools that are good at that, right? Wouldn't that make sense? Does anybody have like a dream state they want to go to school in? I want to hear what your dream schools are if you have one yet.
Or maybe even a dream country.
Or a dream country. I like that. Nobody wants to go to school on the beach or near a beach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I know I would. Yes. I went to school near New York City, but it was also on the island, Long Island. So I was close to the beach, but I was close to the city. And it was still really nasty up there, but it was still really fun. Dr. Stevenson Frazier, you want to tell us about your school?
Yes. My school is in North Carolina, and Greensboro, North Carolina. We're kind of in the country though, so definitely no beaches around. And yeah, there's definitely no beaches around. We're not even really near the city. Like we have a downtown area, but it's a country version of downtown.
So what are y'all known for? What's your school known? Like, what is the area of your school known for?
Being one of the top HBCUs in the United States.
Nice. You said that like we all should know that.
Yes, you all should know about North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride. Definitely look into that school.
Okay. Now wait a minute. Mr. M wants to go to school in Canada. Okay, Mr. M. What school, any school in Canada that you're thinking about?
Now I would like to visit Canada first.
Okay.
If I like it.
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't necessarily, probably go to school in Canada until I, check it out, see if I like it or not.
Yeah.
But that's a country I've always wanted to visit or be at.
Okay. I love it. Do you know anybody there?
Well, my family has been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't necessarily have family in Canada.
Okay.
I have family in, New York or like northern United States that, that's somewhat close.
Okay. Cool. All right, great. So let's do this. I want to give you guys 30 seconds, and I want you all, if you haven't done this already, I want you to grab yourself a piece of paper and a pen or a marker, because you are going to need that. Now, Mr. M and CEO Tyler, I know you all have started working on your maps. CEO Tyler, did you get the printout of the map that I sent to you?
I seen it. I don't think I got a paper for it. I'm pretty sure I've seen it online.
No. I printed it out. I put it in the book that I gave you.
Oh, well, then I need to check.
Okay, yeah, it's in there.
Dr. Store.
Yeah.
How do you want me to calculate those points?
You know what? If you want, like, we can tally them up at the end of the week. Are you saying?
Like for the points that they just did?
Oh, maybe we can give them 5 points for each of those.
5 points per suggestion they made?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tyler, that's perfect. You have something to write with? You're going to need something to write?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Dr. La, you got something? Okay. And Dr. Stevenson, Frazier?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Mr. M and Dr. La to come back. But okay, Dr. La's back. We're waiting on Mr. M. And then if you want to start gearing up the college tour stuff, that would be awesome. We're going to talk briefly about the maps first, and then we'll go into the college tour.
Okay, is there a specific school you want me to pull up first?
Nope.
Okay.
How about, you know what? Maybe we can do Scad for
I
Tyler.
was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. Tyler, we got something for you.
Wait, what is it?
Nothing. You're not going to know until we are ready to show you. Oh, look, he just perked up. Look at the CEO. I wish he had that enthusiasm like as soon as he logged on. Okay, let me show you guys this. Are you guys looking at the screen? I want you to pay attention to this. All right, so this is what we have. For those of you all who have already started, I would love for you to kind of chime in and to help Dr. La get caught up. Dr. La, this is a map for your future plan. And all we're doing is helping you set up how to get from the beginning of your plan to the end. So for example, you're starting right now in 6th grade. And then we are going to help you create a plan for your future that's going to help you get to a veterinarian. That sound good?
Yeah.
All right. So Tyler, do you want to explain how you started your map? Because this is your map. Can you tell Dr. La how you did it? What's the first thing we did? The very first thing we did.
Well, we sketched it out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So that's what you need to tell her.
Well, first with my map, we sketched it out, added the stars and different shapes, and then under it, as you can see up in the top left, like there's different goals in here, and those are supposed to be added under the different shapes to help me get to my goal of being the CEO.
Perfect. Thank you, CEO Tyler. Great job with that. So Dr. La, what you're going to do right now is you're going to draw a line that's going to be a road map, okay? It doesn't have to be straight. As a matter of fact, I can show you the other ones. So here's another one where somebody thought that the road may be a little bit more bumpy, not a straight one. So why don't you go ahead and draw a line of some sort, whether it's wavy, windy, or straight. Can you do that? Thank you. Hi, Nixon.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Can I see your face? Oh, wow. Well, I don't know what I see. Oh, there you go. Nixon, where you been?
In other classes?
Oh, okay. That's good. Well, it's good to see you. Do you see the screen right now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a piece of paper and a pencil or a marker or something? Can you grab one? Thank you. Dr. La, how you doing over there?
Done.
Good. Okay, so the next step, while everybody else is kind of there, I want you all to now think about what are some of the next steps, like the milestones. So you see they're different shapes, right? So the next step for you, the first thing is going to be where you are right now, which is middle school. So write down middle school. Make it whatever shape you want. And y'all, what comes after middle school?
High school.
Good. Okay, so now I need you guys to add a shape that represents high school. Once you have done that, I want to see shape number 3. Now, this is where it becomes tricky. Some of you all may want to go into the military. Some of you all may not want to go to college right away. Some of you all may want to work first, right? So you need to decide, what is shape number 3 going to be for you? Okay. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay. It keeps telling me my audio is not working.
Yes.
Okay. Can you guys still hear me?
Can hear you now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so
Who's talking?
That was sorry. That was Sergeant Love speaking. I'm gonna go back to muting. Sorry, that was
Okay.
Sergeant Love.
Hi.
How you doing, Dr. Stewart?
Good. How are you?
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
Sergeant
Dr.
Love.
Stewart.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm awesome. How y'all doing?
Doing well.
Good. All right. So everybody got their map going so far? Perfect. CEO Tyler, we're going to pick on you because your map is already going. It's already going strong. All right. So we talked about high school for you last time, right? Remember how Dr. Stevenson Frazier had brought this up?
Yeah.
All right. So let's get back to you with high school, and everybody else can kind of like do this too. Okay. And sorry, Nixon, have you drawn your map yet? All you got to do is draw a line. Okay. All right. So CEO Tyler, what are some other things you need to be doing in high school? We said Dr. Stevenson Frazier mentioned to you 100 Black Men as an organization you may want to look into joining. What else do we have? What else can you think of you may want to do in high school?
That made me want to do.
To help you reach your goal. What are some things you need to be doing in high school? It's not just about fun and games, right?
Yeah.
Anybody
Not
come out?
getting in trouble.
You said stay out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna put that.
Not arguing with my teacher and doing something to get stuff on my record so I can't do what I want to do.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else want to add to some things y'all need to be doing in high school? Because all of y'all are gonna need to do this. What else do y'all need to be doing in high school if you're planning to go to college?
Get a job.
What's that?
Get a job.
Get a job? Okay.
Yeah.
What else? No one's mentioned grades yet. Anybody think grades would be important?
Yes.
You gotta try and get that scholarship.
Scholarship. Good grades. Anything else? Anybody into like athletics? Or any type of like, I don't know, extracurricular activities, like you may be a part of some clubs and stuff like at school?
I think last time we talked, didn't Mr. M say he was interested in sports?
Yeah, Mr. M, tell us what you had on your list. Thank you. Mr. M, do you remember? You don't remember?
Wait, could you please restate?
Yeah, no, we were talking about, we had this conversation about what are some great things that you could be doing while you're in high school to prepare for college. And you shared some stuff last time.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Okay, well, this is what I want you guys to think about, especially like, for example, CEO Tyler, if you were going to go into business for yourself, what are some things you could do in high school? Could you think of like, you know, maybe some organizations for young business leaders? Or could you start early, like in creating a business plan or a business model, like practicing now? Because you can actually get like, there are clubs that will give you scholarships for doing stuff like that in high school. What do you think about that? I can't hear you. You're muted.
I was saying I like that idea because recently I was forced to do a business plan by my father. So.
You were forced to do a business plan?
Well,
Or encouraged?
forced sounds worse, but like he wanted me to do a business plan. But I say forced because I didn't want to do it.
Okay, so let me tell you what's so great about that. There is actually a leadership club that's in all, I think it's in all of the schools of Georgia, and you actually can compete to present like the best business plan. There are different things that you can present, but you will get a scholarship. I think it's like a full ride if you win the competition. So you're way ahead of the game. So how did the business plan look? What was your feedback that you got?
Well, he told me he'd call me back down, but he didn't because he was on the phone with his mom. And then told me yesterday that he would tell me today when he got home. So I'm just waiting to hear the feedback.
Ah, okay. How do you think you did?
I think I did better than the first time.
Okay, so you just got to keep doing it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put you on the spot at some point because I want to hear it too.
Me no speak English.
Ah, sí, habla español. Okay, perfect.
Me
All
no
right.
speak Espanol or English.
Totally. Okay, CEO with a sense of humor. I get it. Dr. La, what are some things that you can do in high school? Like, what are some things that you are doing right now? You talked about hobbies in middle school, so.
I'm not in middle school yet.
But you're going to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
We didn't.
Some things that I know you got some friends who are in middle school, don't you?
No.
Oh, my bad. I just assumed. You know anybody who's been in middle school?
I said my sister.
Great. What are some things that your sister may have done in middle school that you think you might want to do?
I can't remember. It was a long time ago.
Okay. All right. We're going to come back to you because there's some clubs for you too.
Dr.
Mr.
Long.
M?
Oh.
Mr. M, you mentioned programming before, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Are there any things that you know about at your school that you could join or take advantage of?
Now there is something called AutoCAD.
Yes.
And you know, I've took multiple classes on computer programming and business tech are related to that nature.
Okay. Okay. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great, great, great. Mr. Nixon Gant, are there some extracurricular activities that you know about that you can take advantage of at your school?
What do you mean, like clubs?
Yes, absolutely.
There are chess clubs at my school.
You said success clubs?
chess club.
Chess club. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. You know you can get scholarships for chess tournaments too?
Nope.
Yeah, like if you stick with it, as a matter of fact, there are some scholarships that you can find for people who are interested in chess. So like, in what grade are you in now?
I'm going to 6th grade.
Great. So as of right now, keep perfecting that skill of chess because there are competitions that go on throughout the age of high school. And you'll be able to take advantage of possibly, not everybody's good at chess. So you could take advantage of those opportunities where the competitions give you a scholarship as a reward. Okay?
Okay.
Perfect. All right, everyone. So let's do this. I think Dr. Stevenson, if you are ready, I think we're going to do, everybody ready for our first college tour? If you want to take a break from doing your maps.
Oh, and
we'll wait for Mr. Nixon Gant to come back. Go ahead.
Dr. Stewart, did you see what I put in the chat box about if Dr. Law is interested in like art, music, or athletics?
Oh, I just saw it. I'm sorry. You want to ask her?
Yes, Dr. Law, are you like interested in like maybe art or music or like athletics?
Yeah, I can draw a little, so I'm interested in art.
You said art?
Yeah.
Well, I know that in middle school, there's normally a lot of art clubs that you can join or even do like an art class.
Yeah.
And you could add that to your map if that's something you're interested in.
Cool.
And then, you know, since she's interested in art, actually, the school we're going to show will be for CEO Tyler, Dr. Law, too.
Perfect. And I think Mr. M, too, because he talked
about the shoes, right?
Yep. So this is a school for everybody. Yay. This is perfect. Perfect. And even if it's not a school for you guys, this is good practice in learning how to access a college tour. Now, we all know, unfortunately, with COVID, college tours are going to change a little bit. So a lot of times people go on the campus, but this is where you guys have an advantage because now you can look at so many of these cool videos when you're already looking at this stuff anyway. So you'll be able to look at multiple campuses virtually, and you can actually schedule, you'll see this, you'll be able to schedule a private tour and they'll actually answer all of your questions and stuff like that. So this is good practice for you all. So what I want you to do, yes, ma'am.
Are you showing middle school too in the cab area?
Well, right now we're actually showing you a college tour.
Oh.
Yes. So no matter what school you're in now, this is for your future. So this will be really cool. Anybody ever been on a college campus? No? Nixon has. Okay. Okay, so for everybody else, this is really cool. I want you to look at this and I want you to kind of take note and think of any questions you may have. Dr. Stevenson, it is all you.
Okay. Did you want me to share the screen?
Yes, please. I've given you the capability.
So there's two different parts that I'll be showing you. We're going to first start off with the tour. And then students that attend Scad have actually created short videos for each thing that you guys might be interested in. Okay, so here is Scad University. And Dr. Stewart, do you mind telling them what the Scad stands for?
Ooh, is it School of Creative Art Design?
I think that's what it was, right?
I'm almost positive.
Yep. Yep.
Lucky guess.
Yep, so Scad here is a school for the arts. They mainly focus on people who want to go down the career path of fashion or art or anything dealing with kind of basically art related things. And so that's what the building looks like. The Atlanta campus, they have different campuses. This is the Atlanta one. And here they have their welcome center. And that was the guy talking, describing the tour. It keeps messing up Dr. Stewart whenever I
click on him.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I might not be able to mute him then. So here's the Welcome Center.
Scad's Admission Welcome Center offers a variety of on-campus visitation opportunities.
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah, but it's not loud. It's okay. We can hear you.
Okay, cool. So this is the Welcome Center, and this is where a majority of the students will like hang out at when you first come on campus. You will be like introduced to this lounge area, basically just socialize, get to meet other people, especially with like for CEO Tyler and Mr. M wanting to do stuff related to fashion. You would probably be here in the Welcome Center a lot, and in the fashion area as well. This is the hub, also known as one of the eating or hangout areas. So as you can see, like in the middle, there's like places to sit down, another place to socialize. You can get food in here and just interact with people. And then we have the fashion room. So this is where the main room for all the fashion degree students will be.
It looks like a museum the whole way.
Yes, it looks like a museum. They basically have a bunch of pictures here. They have a fashion museum as well. So they have like a photography museum and a painting museum and a fashion museum. And so if this computer will allow me to move over here. I don't know if you guys can see this in the corner because my computer's not allowing me to go there, but over here in the left-hand side in the corner, that's the room where they keep the actual fashion clothing at. Like this is where the students get to like kind of get an idea of stuff they want to work with as far as clothing and designing. And they like just kind of go in there. I believe there's like sewing machines in there as well.
That's pretty cool.
The computer's not allowing me to go in there for some reason. Let me see if this works.
You guys, this is really fancy for a college, by the way.
It really is. My college doesn't look like this. Here we go. So, Scad Fashion. Keeps exiting now. So Scad Fashion is where the sewing room is at, and this is where the museum looking area is at as well. Here's some photos. Here's more photos. And the people up on the wall, as you can see, they have all like done different things. I know we can't see what they've done, but it's still pretty cool. They have a gym for anybody who is into athletics or just working out.
Even the gym is fancy.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Here's one of the Scad resident halls. This is one of their buildings right here. So if you guys were to go here, you would be living in this building or one of the other buildings that they have. And they have a few pictures of the inside. They're basically like little mini apartments. So you get your own, like, you have your own bathroom and you have the little seating area. There's a bedroom over here. If you get a one bedroom, all of this would be to yourself. If you're sharing it with somebody, most likely you'll either share a few common spaces, but normally the bathroom and the bedroom is to yourself. Oh, I think they have an example of that. Okay, so yep, here's, no? Well, in this little picture right here, they're showing a 2-bedroom. Okay, well, the picture's not gonna pull up, but the 2-bedroom, basically the same thing.
And more than likely, you'll probably have a roommate.
Yes, more than likely you will, unless you have special circumstances or if you're a junior.
Yes.
And okay, so I'm kind of having trouble with this one. So I'm gonna actually go to the other part of SCAD that kind of gets more in detail.
Okay.
So this is the SCAD website. And as I was saying, these videos right here that you can see, these are students who attend SCAD currently or have attended SCAD previously. And they have, they kind of give us a brief overview of the department. So we're gonna do fashion first. They're gonna start talking in a second.
Hello everyone, my name is April and I'm a junior in interior design at Scad at Atlanta.
Can you guys hear that?
Yes.
Hello everyone, welcome to our first interior design resource room. So as you can see above me, we have a variety of ceiling types and light fixtures, and this actually helps students to be able to see what their samples and swatches look like in different lighting situations. Now let's see what's behind me. We're currently in the back area of the interior design resource room, and behind me is a display of shelves that include a variety of materials that students can use for their material trays as well as their mood boards. And as you can see in my hand, we have some upholstery and some stone. And in this room, we also have some professional publications where students can pull their inspiration from. We're currently in one of our interior design digital classrooms, and as you can see, this space emulates an interior design firm. We have PC computers within our program because they're very important to our rendering softwares, which are Revit, AutoCAD, and SketchUp.
And everything she's walking through, that's all the fashion department.
Hello, welcome to the fashion floor. Up here we have majors like fashion marketing, luxury and fashion management as well. Come on, let's
CEO Tyler and Mr. M, that definitely applies to you with the fashion marketing, learning how to sell your product.
Our fashion students as well as fashion marketing management students come here and use this as a classroom space, but also as a resource room and library for them to check out different garments along the wall that are given by alumni. And also to utilize our plethora of resources back here, thousands of dollars worth of fibers, fabrics, and patterns available. Also,
I just heard thousands of dollars worth of material in there.
Yes. And you can see like all of the lines of material they have, like the shoes and the clothes that they have in there.
Yeah. Pretty cool.
Pieces and garments from our senior fashion shows that we have, two of which
Oh, they have fashion shows too.
I totally see CEO Tyler and Mr. M doing this.
Yes. Being able to show off their work.
Yeah, and I want a front row seat. Thank you.
Same.
Photographs of different fashion lines, and they were actually in collaboration with our photography students as well as our own in-house student models. Welcome to one of Scad's fashion design rooms. This room is used for our fashion and fashion marketing management students to be utilized in their time here. Over here, you'll see that we have plenty of mannequins as well as models of all different sizes for our students to utilize. As well as over here, we have sewing machines. Sewing machines are the industry standard sewing machines. And being a student for Scad, you'll have the privilege of working on an industry machine, processors, and programs regardless of your major.
Hey, Dr. Stevenson Frazier.
Yes.
Since we're almost out of time, can you touch on real quick the criteria for them to even get into this school? Did you see that on here?
Let's see.
All right, so guys, we're running out of time, but I want you to pay attention to this. This is important because now this is where you can look and see how you need to start planning out, even like now, what you need to do to even get into this school. So, and this is how you can research any school, is what are the requirements for whatever the name of the school is you want to look at. So
and, also as well, Scad offers pre-college programs. So when you're in high school, you can go to Scad for a summer and participate in one of their pre-college programs. So that would also help with them getting getting in.
Okay. So right now, what I'm going to ask, can you go back to that? To the, oh, here it is, the requirements.
Yeah. Like I was going up here to the like scores.
Okay. Okay, so everybody right now, what you need to be doing, if this is one of the schools that you're looking at, you need to put on your map the requirements, which are your SAT score here is going to need to be this. Put that on your map under your high school. High school is going to require that you reach this. High school is also going to require that, I thought I saw the GPA. Was it 3.0? I thought I saw that.
GPA is 3.56.
3.56, okay.
Yep, because Scad is also a private school.
Okay, perfect. Are you guys writing that down on your list too? So you need to have a GPA of 3.56 in high school.
Mm-hmm. And
you
then
need to score. ACT. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
Oh, ACT score of between 21 and 27.
Okay. Does it have tuition on here? Where you are?
No.
Okay. Something else you guys are going to want to consider is how much this school is going to cost, because guess what? While you're in high school, you can start planning on how much scholarship money you need to then apply for. So let's look at how much, let's guess how much this is going to cost. Oh, well, there it is right there.
Yeah.
It's okay.
This is for in-state, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's $37,130, but that is for 1 year, I'm assuming.
1 full year.
1 year. What is that times 4? Who are my math people? Okay. Cool.
I will answer your question just a second.
Okay. You're muted.
Okay. Okay, what's the number?
It's on the screen. 37,130 times 4. What's that times 4?
$148,520.
So now you know about how much money you need to get out in scholarship money, right? And that's tuition. I don't think that includes room and board. Or does it?
I believe it does. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Because it says tuition and then it breaks it down.
Ah, okay. Here we go. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, total full-time student for 1 academic year.
Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Dr. Stevenson Frazier.
You're welcome.
We're gonna start wrapping up here. I do want to open this up to, do any of you all have any questions? Because my big thing is, let's always ask questions of the people who are on here to support you. So we have a couple minutes left. Give us one question you want to ask, or share one thing you learned from that quick college tour that you just got. And the question could be about us personally as your instructors, or it could be about the college prep process, or it could be about what you just saw or what we reviewed today. It could be anything, but you have to think of one question or share one thing that you learned today.
I had a question about what the SAT, like what was the average grade or something like that? Because I didn't get to see it.
It was between 510 and 640 for the English, I believe.
Yeah, I didn't get to catch it.
And then for the math, I believe it was 540.
Okay.
And, well, those are, I mean, I guess you definitely write down the minimum scores, because as long as you hit that minimum or above, they were saying that that's what they admit with.
And that you bring up a good point, CEO Tyler, because guess what else all of you all can add on your maps right now? In high school, you can take your PSAT.
Yes.
It's called pre-SAT, meaning that's a pre-test that helps you practice for the SAT that you'll need to take for college, okay? So put that down on your map. I'll put that in chat box for you guys. Put that under high school. Take pre-SAT. It's in the chat box. Okay? Dr. La, you said you had a question or a comment?
Is in the school that you showed us, is it more classes instead of art and fashion?
That's a good question. Dr. Stevenson, did you see that on there?
If there's, the question was if there is more classes than art?
Just the art and fashion, right, Dr. La?
Yeah.
Yes, there's more classes. It's just that since it's a school of art and design, the main classes you will be taking will be targeted towards what your career would want to be. But you still do have to complete like general education courses, such as like, like your math and your Englishes. And then you probably would, as your junior and senior year comes, you'll probably start to spend more of your time in like your actual field.
Great question. And actually, Dr. Law, I'm glad you asked that, because that's like across the board. Like when you're going to like a 4-year school, typically you're going to take classes that have nothing to do with your major. And then like the next year or so, you'll take classes that are strictly about what you're studying. So that's a great question. Mr. M, what about you? Either a question or a comment about what you learned today.
Well, one thing I somewhat learned about today is that, I've seen that, like, some colleges, when you show the thing, it said its acceptance rate is 93%, but its graduation rate is 65%.
What did you think about that?
That means it might be really easy to get in, but might be really hard to get out.
Absolutely. Yeah, you made a really good point, because guess what, guys? Just because you get into a school doesn't mean you're going to stay there. So what you really want to look at is how many people that look at that second number, how many people graduate from there. What do you think would be the reasons why you wouldn't graduate? Can you think of any? Any reason?
I know.
Go ahead.
I'll give them a chance to answer. I only know because I'm in college right now.
Right,
so.
right. Why do you think you may not finish at the school you started off at? First and foremost, let me say this. It's okay. It happens, like you just said, 60% of the people who started at Scad graduated. What happened to the other 40? Anybody want to take a guess?
They failed.
Maybe they failed. Okay. Dr. La?
I was gonna say they stayed back on field.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Dr. Stevenson, what's your take on that?
Yes, so I'm actually experiencing this right now. The reason why a lot of students don't stay at their school or have trouble graduating from the school, there's quite a few reasons, but the main reason I'm gonna say is because they require you to complete a certain amount of credits when you go to school. So for example, they might say you have to complete 120 credits, but by the time you become a junior or senior, if you don't set your schedule up properly, most of the classes that you need towards the end are unavailable, and that prevents you from graduating because you cannot graduate until you complete all the required classes and you complete the credits. So
Thank
I
you.
know a lot of people will like transfer for that. My cousins had to stay an extra semester because of that.
And guess what? You guys have already learned how expensive that school is. So if you don't get a full scholarship, sometimes you're gonna have to take some time off to save up so that you can pay for it.
That as well.
Yeah, so there's so many reasons. But I want y'all to look at me right now. Look at me right now. I want all eyes on me. Tyler, eyes on me.
I'm looking.
Well, I don't see your eyeballs. No, real talk, this is important. You are not a bad person if it takes you longer than the 4 years to finish school. Okay? It just means the bottom line is finish. Some people take time off because life happens and then they come back. That doesn't make you a bad person. Just don't give up, okay? Was this helpful today?
Yeah.
Cool. Am I going to see all of y'all on Thursday?
Most likely.
Cool, because this is what I want you guys to bring on Thursday. We want to help, like you saw CEO Tyler's map on the computer. I want to set one up for all of you. So if you all can keep working on your maps, then we'll be able to take turns, put them on the screen, and then each of you all will have one to build out from, okay? So if you can start working on that, you don't have to finish. Just give me enough so I can put your stuff up on this screen, okay? Thank you guys so much. Listen, I was told to tell you all, I think Sergeant Love, you guys have a scavenger hunt. Am I correct? Or Detective Ricketts, can somebody confirm that? Are you guys there? Prather, Lamb?
I think they left.
Well, they're on here, but they're not saying nothing.
They might be drinking coffee.
Huh?
They might be drinking coffee.
Well, I was told you guys need to log back in because there's a scavenger hunt. So if you have no other questions, I'm going to see you guys Thursday, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good one. Good job today.
Dr. Stewart.
Yes.
Do you mind staying on after everybody?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right, guys. Take care.
Bye.
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 Bye.